What is going on, my Houston Texans family? It is day 5 of training camp, and today was the first padded practice. Now, this means a lot because you get to see which direction the Houston Texans are going in terms of starters. Now, we know the defense is set. It's been set for a while. But for the offense and the offensive line, more importantly, we've been keeping our eye on it. Well, today we saw a new starting offensive line go out there for 11 on 11s as the first team. And from left to right, now this was brought to us by Sean Pendergast, it goes Cam Robinson at left tackle, Laken Tomlinson at left guard, Jaret Patterson at center, Titus Howard at right guard, and rookie Ariante Ursary at right tackle. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue to discuss this. My name is Mr. 713, and this is the 713 Houston Sportcast, where I drop daily Houston Texans content. So please make sure you guys are following me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for the latest Houston Texans news, rumors, and updates. Shout out to the people who were in attendance. Like I mentioned, Harley Dugan, my boy the lead, Sean Pendergast, Landry Locker, Cody Stooge, Jonathan M. Alexander, DJ Bienemy. They all do a fantastic job covering this Houston Texans team. I will be in attendance tomorrow. Let me know if you will be there. Let's grab a picture. Let's grab a beer. But let's talk about this offensive line. And once again, I saw it first from Sean Pendergast. And, we could break it down a little bit. Left tackle Cam Robinson. No surprise there. Whenever we got Cam Robinson, the consensus was this is your starting left tackle. And for the first portion of 11 on 11s, for the first team, Cam Robinson was the left tackle. At left guard, I think this is another no surprise, Laken Tomlinson, the veteran, who all in the offseason was letting you know why you should sign him, because he starts and he doesn't get hurt. At center, this was a surprise. Jaret Patterson. I thought Jake Andrews was going to get the nod and have it be his job to lose. We thought with the connection with Cole Popovich, new offensive line coach for the Houston Texans, we thought because Jake Andrews and Cole Popovich go all the way back to Troy University, maybe Cole gives Jake Andrews the nod at center. No, they go with Jaret Patterson. And Jaret Patterson was someone that we were talking about in the beginning of the offseason. Who was going to be the starting center, Juice Scruggs or Jaret Patterson? I was leaning towards Juice Scruggs. A lot of you guys were leaning towards Jaret Patterson. And with Juice Scruggs, I don't know where he's going to find a spot on this offensive line. But Jaret Patterson was the first center out there today. Right guard, it's no surprise. It's Titus Howard. And I absolutely love the way Titus Howard has kind of transformed his image. I could proudly say now Titus Howard is a swarmer. There was a moment after today's practice where all the offensive linemen were doing push-ups. All of them just doing push-ups. I never seen that before. And I've gone, to be honest with you guys, I've gone to at least 4 training camp practices the last 10 years. Like, that's how much I love this crazy-ass team. But seeing them do push-ups right after, I love it. The culture, the brotherhood. You have the veterans, the young guys going at it. And at right tackle, this is where it gets interesting. And this is where we can have a conversation. Ariante Ursary, the rookie. Now, it's been widely talked about that he's your right tackle for this year. Then he moves to left tackle next year. But what about Blake Fisher? A second-round pick for the Houston Texans just last year. Someone who on Saturday against Danielle Hunter, it was just night and day. Danielle Hunter was just beating his ass. I would have thought that the Texans would have given the nod to Blake Fisher, given the fact that he's been here for, I mean, even though it's only 1 year, he's been here for a year, started games for the Texans, I would have thought it would have been his job to lose. But no, the rookie, Ariante Ursary, is getting an opportunity to run with the ones, and this would be crazy if your starting offensive line is going to consist of 5 new starters, and one of them is going to be a rookie at right tackle. We heard that Ariante Ursary today had a solid practice. Wasn't like just beating everyone. Of course, he lost some as well, but with the pads coming on, it looked different. I'm intrigued now with this offensive line. And Sean Pendergast brought up that the 11 on 11, the offense had won some, the defense had won some. It was a more even day compared to the previous ones where the defense was just, playing with their heads on fire. He said that if he had to score it as a fight, he would say it would go to the judges, and he would have to give it to the defense. But gave the offense some respect, right? We saw that in the red zone. C.J. Stroud looked dangerous, multiple touchdowns to his tight ends. Both of the rookies, Jaden Higgins, Jalen Noel, had touchdowns. Jalen Noel might have had the play of the day from Graham Mertz. Respect Graham Mertz. There is a lot of competition in this Houston Texans training camp, and I love it. I really do. Would it surprise me if the Texans run another combination of offensive linemen tomorrow? It wouldn't. But I think after the first padded practice, it's safe to say that the Texans stink. They have their starting offensive line, and it's Cam Robinson at left tackle, Laken Tomlinson at left guard, Jared Patterson at center, Titus Howard at right guard, rookie Ariante Ursary at right tackle. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments down below about today's offensive line. For more Houston Texans content, you guys all know what to do. Feel free and follow me for more. Go Houston. Have a very blessed day.